Morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, good morning. We'll get started here shortly, guys. Everyone can hear me all right? Thanks, Roy. Morning, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well today. Morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Kyle? So we'll get started here in just a few minutes, guys. Morning. The Penguins, huh? That's funny, Eric. That's really funny. So if you're just joining us, we're going to give it a few minutes for everyone late to get in here, and then we will get started.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good, great. Feeling good. Feeling much better now, finally, dude. I've been like sick for the past couple days, and just today's like the first day that I'm finally starting to feel like a human again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah, but feeling good. You know what it is, dude? It's actually kind of crazy. You don't appreciate what feeling good is like until you get sick. It's sad.
Dude, I know. Oh, man. When you're like really sick with a stomach bug or a bad flu, it's like nothing else. You have exactly one problem in the world. Before that, you have the luxury to have all these small problems.
Exactly. Where are you at now, Steve? What's your agenda?
So we're in Tokyo and we're going to Mount Fuji on Saturday, and then we're headed to Kyoto on Monday.
Listen, bro, I know you might not be a big Disney person, but I hear there's 2 different Disney Worlds in Tokyo. So I'm getting scammed into going there sometime next year. So if you want to go check it out and let me know how it is.
Oh man, so we're gonna go to Kyoto, I think for like a week or so, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna do all that stuff. So we're definitely gonna do some recon for you and see what the deal is.
Yeah,
But I hear it's amazing.
Look into the filings a little bit, see if there's any dilution there.
Exactly. And I heard there's a Universal Studio out here too, which should be pretty awesome.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I think you're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, I mean, bro, my brother is in Japan right now.
Oh, okay.
Nikki's friend just came back from Japan, and you're in Japan. So it seems like a sign
Wow.
that we should be going to Japan.
Yeah, yeah. So your wife's like looking all the Instagram, like, okay, we're.
I think I gotta get her to stop
books.
following you or something, dude.
Oh man.
So we'll give it another minute, and then we'll get started here, guys. I'm gonna get started here. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to live trading. If this is your first time on live trading, welcome. We use the webinars channel in Slack to communicate. We also run the live stream for free on YouTube, the first 30 minutes, where we talk about our plan, we make the plan, and then at 9:29 a.m., we cut off the live stream and leave that exclusively for MIC members. So a lot of good feedback lately from the live streams, a lot of good feedback from the YouTube videos. I appreciate everyone. If you could leave a like, if you could leave a comment on the YouTube video, it'll help the YouTube algo push out our content. So that'd be really, really helpful. Let's talk about my trades yesterday, and then we're gonna talk about the overall market. So a lot of people ask for an indicator. They ask for the indicator that works better than anything else. They say, I will pay you whatever money you have if you give me this magical indicator. Well, guys, after 11 years of trading, I have discovered it. It is called the Alex indicator. Look at this SBFM, baby. Wow. So, as you guys know, I shorted into the bounce, covered the dip, and then they had an offering. So, I don't know if there's any better indicator than the Alex indicator. Just when you think it cannot work, it works again and again and again. So I know that I make a joke out of it, and it's kind of ridiculous, but I think the funniest part is, guys, that I always exit too early, and that doesn't stop me from making, knock on wood, a significant amount of money, right? If I just, held a little bit for the Alex indicator, I'd probably double up my money every year, right? It's kind of crazy to say, but I don't really need more money. I just want less stress. So once you are at a higher level of trading, you start to realize that money isn't really the goal. Money isn't the target. The target is just being more relaxed and less stressed in your life, right? Whether it be you got shit to deal with your in-laws, you got shit to deal with your wife, your significant other, you got shit to deal with at work, you got shit to deal with your kids. You don't want to add another layer of stress into your life, and trading could be very stressful if you let it be. So during these days, as I kind of am over a decade into my trading career, I'm looking for less stress. And for me, less stress is just taking the money. How amazing of a problem it is that I make money and I just get out way too quickly, right? It's better to have that problem than to not make any freaking money at all, right? So that's the main thing that is kind of driving me these days, is not really the goal of making more money. It's the goal of being less stressed and happier in my life. So the Alex indicator, we joke about it. We make fun of it. Fucking Steven's got a private chat room about it. But, and no, don't hit him up. It's not true. It's not true. Don't hit up Steven.
Hit up Andrew. It's definitely true for Andrew.
Maybe Andrew has one. Or honestly, maybe Tom Diesel. Tom Diesel might have one. So.
Tom Diesel.
Yeah. So that's just, it is, guys. Trading is a very lonely game sometimes, so we got to add some entertainment to it. So I'm glad that we're able to trade, make money, have fun, all at the same time. So with that being said, this is where I'm at so far for the month. I'm at $2,000 first day, green. So really happy about that. It's all about the overall market. So if you guys remember, I posted this, I think it was on Monday. So I posted this in the watch list. I'm going to post it again and then we're going to review it. So I posted this on Monday and I said the deadline for, so this is on Monday. Monday was the 31st. So 31st was this day right here. So I said the deadline for tariffs is going to be on Wednesday, April 2nd. I think that there's going to be a reverse sell the news setup, meaning buy the news on Wednesday. So I'm expecting some weakness today and tomorrow, then some strength and bottoming on Wednesday on the overall market. So what did we get yesterday? Yesterday, if you look at the market before Trump's speech, we got bottoming on the market and we got a pretty significant rebound, right? So that was really good. Now, what happened after that? So what happened after that was Trump came out and he said, oh, you guys are fucked. Trump came out and he said, one sec, let me pull this thing up. So Trump started his speech. And when Trump started his speech, he said, we're going to do 10% tariffs to everyone. And the market exploded higher on 10% tariffs because that was less than expected, right? Everyone thought that it was going to be 20%. Everyone thought it was going to be this, that, the other thing. So the market exploded when Trump said 10% tariffs. And then this motherfucker brought out a chart. And he said, I'm going to tariff China 30%. I'm going to tariff Taiwan 20%. I'm going to tariff Vietnam 90%. I'm going to tariff European Union 20%. And the market got destroyed. Now, you could see that the market went up on the fact that they thought it was going to be just 10% tariffs. So the market was expecting more than 10% tariffs. And when he said 10%, the market shot up. But the market, under no circumstances, was expecting 30% to China, 20% to European Union, and all this stuff, and the market got destroyed, right? So, what does that mean for us traders? Well, if you just look at the chart, guys, the support on the S&P 500 is around, you could call it 547. We're under support now. So, if you think about this in an overall chart, well, if it breaks support, chances are it's going lower. If it breaks resistance, chances are it's going higher. So I think short term, I think that we're probably going to be going lower. Now, I don't think that we're going to be going lower forever. Well, my thought process is this. These are reciprocal tariffs, meaning if you tariff me, I tariff you. So I do believe that we're probably going to have a lot of news headlines coming out over the next few weeks that say, you know what? Israel, I just removed my tariffs. You know what? China, I just removed my tariffs. You know what? Taiwan, I removed my tariffs. So I think that a lot of these countries are going to come out and start to remove their tariffs. But until that happens, we're probably going to see a little bit more pain short term. I certainly hope that we do, because I would love to buy stocks like, if you look at something like an Amazon went from 245 to 182. I mean, if we get a world where it's in the 160s and 170s, I mean, how can I not buy that for a longer term hold? So selfishly, I'm waiting for these stocks to go lower so I could buy more and accumulate for the longer term. But I think short term, we're going to see a little bit more pain. Now, there's always a world where the market could just say, fuck it, we'll rebound, right? So I'm not completely ruling out a rebound. I'm not completely ruling out a meltdown. Obviously, for the stocks to melt down, S&P has to break 542. For the stocks to go up, it has to break 550. So we're in the middle of the range now, and we'll probably be stuck range bound for a little bit. But this tariff announcement was not what anyone was expecting. This motherfucker brought out a chart, dude. He brought out a chart. I mean, say what you want about the guy, but the guy is probably a comedian in his past life. So at the end of the day, as traders, if you've been in MIC, you know that we've traded bear markets. So we traded the bear market of 2022 to 2024. So this whole bear market we traded, it was not easy, but I'm pretty sure still made close to 7 figures that year, maybe even more. So, you know, bear market, bull market, doesn't matter. We still trade and we still make money. But overall, I think in the short term, we're probably going to be a little bit weak. But I do expect that we're going to start to see some headlines coming out, even today, where countries going to be like, you know what? These are reciprocal tariffs. Which means that if we tariff a country, they tariff us. I mean, if they tariff us, we tariff them. So my thought process is a lot of these countries are going to be removing their tariffs. I think already Mexico, Canada, and Israel removed their tariffs. So yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts are on the overall market. So let's get into building the watch list. So as you guys know, the way that we build the watch list is we always go to the previous day's watch list first and build from there. So let's start. ICCT. So ICCT kind of looks like a bounce day today. You know, I would be looking for a major bounce because this is kind of just not really enough for me. So probably 375. Probably look for 430 and probably like $5. I'd rather be higher than less. So ICCT looking for a bounce toward 370, 430, and $5 short. MLGO topped out, Chinese stock, so probably just going to ignore that. I think there's easier setups out there. CSAI, you know, tried to bounce yesterday, didn't really bounce. If we get a bounce towards the previous highs around 650, I'll look to short. Probably 657 and 750. So CSAI 650, 750 to short. TCRT didn't really come back down, so really ignoring that. RSLS had the offering, ignoring that. WTF, this thing just got clobbered. I can't believe it. You know, if we get a bounce towards 10, I'd say probably 10, 12, and 14, wide range, so I have to use less size. WTF got destroyed yesterday. Ideally 10, 11, 10, 12, and 14 scale and short, wide range, so using less size. Next, Newsmax. I mean, what a crazy first red day setup. Stock tanked 70% in a day. I'm pretty much clueless on this one. I mean, it tanked so much that, I mean, it would need a bounce like 75 or 80 to short, and I just don't think it's going to get there. So, really sucks, but this may be just a no trade. So, Newsmax, amazing call yesterday on a first red day. Stock tanked 70%. Not really sure what it's going to do today. So most likely ignoring the short. IBG ended up failing all the way back. You know, I'm not a really big penny stock guy, but 120, 140, and 160, probably good short. 120, 140, 160 short. Now let's talk about what's moving today. APVO had an offering, so nothing really interesting there. TIVC is a nano float. TIVC nano float, potential hot stock of the day, ignoring the short. OSRH, you know, kind of 50-50. OSRH, SSR is on, holding up pretty well. Doesn't feel like there's much range, much meat on the bone. So waiting for more information at the open. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got. So give me a second here. ATPC, let's see. Yeah, ATPC is not really up that much, guys. it's a potential. If it breaks over the high of the days, it could definitely be the hot stock. So not much range right now. So ATPC, not much range right now. If it breaks over the high day, it can easily be a runner. So overall, guys, I think a lot of the action is going to be on the large cap names with all the volatility and all the crazy action. I do believe there's still probably going to be some potential for us to find some trades and make some trades. But once again, I'm not really in an aggressive mindset because the market is not warranting it. The market is not allowing it. So, yeah, let's see. So I'm going to hand over the baton to Steven here. Let Steven take it over from here. So I'm going to take a short break and I will be back just in a few minutes. Also, one more thing, guys, is our preferred partner, Cobra Trading. So as you guys know, we are pretty much not recommending Success Trader anymore. They are not offering competitive rates like Cobra. Cobra's rates are 25% cheaper than Success Trader all around. They give you 30 days free commissions, 30 days free platform, 60 days live trading access, and the opportunity to come to the New York Stock Exchange with me. So I'm probably going to be making an announcement later this week, formally ending our Success Trader partnership. So if you've not already moved, if you've not already switched your account, you should do so immediately. The process takes about 3 days total. 1 day to wire out your money at a Success Trader, 1 day to wire it into Cobra, and on day 3, you're ready to trade, which is very, very fast. So if you've not already done that, go for that. And Steven, I'm going to pass the baton over to you, brother. Go for it.
Sounds good. Yeah, and guys, on the switch over, we don't want to, promise anything that's too much. I would expect a day, but just for the record, I did a transfer and it took 2 hours. So from the time it was wired from my bank, they had it in 2 hours and then I was set up. So it was pretty quick for me. Yeah, like split letter Nathan saying, pretty smooth for him as well. So pretty easy process from what we're hearing so far and from what I personally experienced. Cool. So I want to kind of dig into this today. So yesterday we talked about proper planning. Yeah, got a couple messages here that they also had pretty good experiences. So pretty simple. Yesterday we talked about proper planning. I want to talk today a little bit about the discipline workshop, and I got some fun stuff kind of at the end. So here's what I got on the discipline workshop. I want to try to keep this to about 5 minutes so I don't run over. Discipline workshop, as mentioned yesterday, I had a couple emails over the weekend of people that were listening on YouTube and were considered joining because they wanted to get involved in the discipline workshop. I would say discipline is the number one reason why traders fail and the number one reason why traders are successful. It all comes down to discipline, proper planning and discipline. So I think it's incredibly important. I think I checked the date on when this was created. I think August would be 3 years since I created this channel. Time flies, time really flies. The reason I created this channel about 3 years ago was because I struggled with these exact same things as most traders have. We all begin our journey somewhere. I kept getting a lot of DMs about, how they could fix it, members that were struggling with the same struggles that I used to have. So I ended up telling everybody the same thing over and over and over. So at one point, I just had a large amount of members who were DMing me with the same issue. So I said, hey, let's all get in a group chat for a week, right? So we got in a group chat and I made one announcement in main chat or after hours. And I said, hey, we're starting a small group. And if anybody else wants to talk about discipline, we're going to do this for about a week and see how it helps. So when I made that announcement, I had like 50 responses. It was just the craziest thing, right? So Slack only allows us to have 9 in a chat group. So I ended up making a private channel. I made one more announcement a week later or so after we kind of wrapped it up and said, hey, things went well. We'll keep this channel going. And I think we had like 100 more DMs and it was just the craziest thing. And it just took off. So we made the channel public and it's been running from there. if any of you were in that first group, I'd be interested to see. Feel free to just say hi here or give me a DM. I don't remember who was in that first group of like, a handful of us, but it was pretty fun. So Discipline Workshop is a free workshop group in Slack that helps members properly plan and execute their trades. The Discipline Workshop acts as an accountability group where graduates and members keep each other accountable. Members post their plans each morning based on proper risk management, along with a recap of their trades afterwards. Then they get a calendar win or loss based on how well they stuck to their plans. Regardless of your P&L, you get a win or a loss for the day. So our focus is strictly sticking to the plans. That's it. After 3 to 4 months of consistent results, members can qualify to graduate from the workshop, which comes with extra privileges. If you guys see members that say Discipline Workshop graduate after their name, then those are members that have graduated. I think we have like, I don't know, 8 to 10 right now. I see Phil typing right now. Phil is a graduate. But yeah, I think the program's been working really well. It's a great way for members to recognize who has good discipline, who's been through the channel, who spent time in there putting in the work, and they know who to reach out to and whose opinions to kind of value a little bit more than somebody who maybe hasn't gone through the channel. So yeah, I think it's been working out really well. As always, we're open to suggestions. I would say everybody should get in there and work on graduating. I would say at some point in the future, I envision MIC having like a kind of a bigger badge type program where you kind of go through these levels. Like Nancy's got a really, really awesome Girls Trade True. She has a really, really awesome trading basic series where she does Zoom calls with members, and that's really good. That would be like level 1, and then we'd have different levels of different accomplishments, which I think would be really fun. But Discipline Workshop, graduating from there is definitely a big accomplishment. Takes a lot of hard work, and if you really want to take your trading to the next level, I definitely recommend it. Zach is also one of our graduates. Mateo is one of our graduates. Absolutely. BC, yeah, a lot of these guys are super helpful, put in the work, and they're still helping out. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Arig and Andrew. They have created a Discipline Workshop one-on-one mentoring group. What this group does, first of all, this is a private group. We just don't have the room, for so many members, and they really keep it small to keep it more one-on-one with the members. So it's a small group every week, and Arig and Andrew are kind enough to dedicate their time. And I think it's been, what is it, guys, 8 or 9 months now? It's been a while. I know time flies, but it's been a while. And they are helping a new group every week. So if you guys have any interest, feel free to DM one of them. Just keep in mind that there's a waiting list, so you have to, wait till some space opens up. So yeah, definitely get involved there. Great stuff. If you're starting the workshop, or even if you've been in there, I'd say get in the one-on-one mentoring channel. Let me see if anybody has any questions or comments before I move on. Okay, cool. So one quick thing I want to do before I hand it back over is I want to just give a really huge shout out. First of all of our graduates do an awesome job in helping out. Every one of them is super helpful. I see you guys in all the channels helping out. I see you in the Discipline Workshop helping out. It's really awesome. This time I really want to recognize 2 of the graduates who have really gone the extra mile for a long time to help out in all of the mentoring channels. And I really want to say, give a huge shout out and a thank you from moderators, members, from the whole community to Phil and Yuchi. You guys have been really awesome lately, helping out with Andrew and Arig in the private mentoring channel, in the new member channel, in the platinum mentoring channel. So we really appreciate you guys. And yeah, looking forward to graduating more of you guys. Cool. So that's it for me, Alex.
Cool. No, that's great. Thank you, guys. We really, really appreciate the help. It goes a long way, and we see everything. So thank you, guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm gonna probably wrap up the YouTube live stream here. So if you guys have any questions, just email Steve at stevenrh1@myinvestingclub.com. If you haven't already seen the most recent video I made, highly recommend checking it out. And aside from that, guys, You know, I do see TIVC. This is a nano float stock, very, very low float. It's already traded 17 million shares, so I do have a very high probability that this stock is going to be trappy and difficult. So I will be monitoring it for the money flow. OSRH, you know, 50-50. Doesn't really feel like it has much range. You know, if it breaks this 190 line, what is going to go to 175? So it might not really be worth my time. Just looking elsewhere for things to set up, and then we'll take it from there. So a little bit of a slower day, which is fine. I think a lot of the action is going to be on these large cap stocks, and I don't really want to get myself trapped in anything. So I'm going to pretty much take it slow and take it from there, guys. So wrapping up the YouTube stream here, and we'll get to live trading in just a minute.